Okay, that's on. How you doing? Good morning, David. How's it going, pizza? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, it's morning here. It's really morning for you, dude, ain't it? But I know what it like. I know how it is because I'm a early riser too. But most of the time, it's my freaking bladder. It hates me. But hey, that's the price we pay for surviving, I guess. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon out there. How you doing? I'm Brian. As you can see, or it says it right there. And I'm a poet, and we do poetry on this channel. But if you're here already, you know that. Thanks for stopping by. Today, we've got some pretty cool ones. It's interesting. Good enough. Yeah, well, yeah, we're waking up. Waking up and doing stuff and living our lives the best we can, I guess. Interesting, huh? Coffee makes it better sometimes, if you're into that stuff. Or poetry and music, which is what we do here. We combine the two. But, well, don't you think, most song lyrics are poetry? Yeah. For the most part, it is poetry. It's all poetry. But I'm not a musician, and I know this guy here is because he dropped out of school at 50 to join a band. And I'm a drummer, and the old joke goes, the band and the guy, there was the band, the hard rock band at the club last night got into an accident. 3 musicians and a drummer died. No, we use AI. Yes, the dreaded AI that's going to be probably, well, I'm not going to have any, but whoever has any grandchildren, their children, grandchildren, we all have personal problems. No. Or it's probably going to be their overlords. I'm just trying to use it to do something cool. So, and what do? We use music AI. I call it a music generator. And we plug poems into it and we see what we get. And I'm telling you, this morning's show is, if I'm going to judge by the times, it's a varied lot because we got from 1 minute and 21 seconds all the way up to 4 minutes. And yeah, no, we don't even have a 4 minute. Wow. Don't catch me lying. We have a 3 minute and 99 second one. So not quite 4 minutes. Runs the gambit in between there. But what are these words? Yes, it's in our blood. Well, let me share the screen here. That's the share the screen. Share screen, and I will show you what I mean by what we got on the agenda today. All right, so first one we're doing, and the two from this are the ones that are like a minute and some odd second. Both of them are like a minute and 20 some odd seconds long. E.E. Cummings, My Mind Is. Like, oh, maybe it'll come up with something weird. Well, usually it does, and then we got this woman writes long stuff, so it's really hard to get some of her stuff. But I found this one, Fire, by Dorothea McKellar. She's done some good stuff in the past. And then we've got Henry David Thoreau. We all love him thoroughly around here. Yes, I had to do the cheesy literary joke. And then we're bringing back Langston Hughes for one. We haven't had one of his in a while. Love Song for Lucinda. And then I think the last half of the show kind of has a theme. A Dream of Heaven by Alice Christ here. And I think this is the one that's got the 3 minutes and 59 second one. And don't quote me on that. And then we're bringing one back for who hasn't had in a while. Edgar Allan Poe, Romance. All right. So Well, you usually say, well, just wait till someone else shows up. So if you're out there lurking, replay crew or whatever, like, subscribe, blah, 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 because we're back at 449. There's no making hide nor hair of it. All right, so let's go here. And then we go here. And then we go this hill. And then right there, because we got My Mind Is version 1, 1 minute and 27 seconds of E.E. Cummings. If it'll play.
My mind is a big hunk of irrevocable nothing. Touch and taste and smell and hearing and sight keep hitting and chipping with sharp, fatal tools. In an agony of sensual chisels, I perform squirms of chrome and execute strides of cobalt. Nevertheless, I feel that I cleverly am being altered, that I slightly am becoming something a little different, in fact, myself. Hereupon helpless I utter lilac shrieks and solid bellowing.
Wow. 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 That was fucking cool. Yeah, and I'm not monetized. Anyways, that was freaking cool. What do y'all think? That needed to be longer. I'm definitely going to have to, yeah, definitely going to have to play with that one. Makes me interested in what the next one's going to be like. So why don't we get at it? That one needed to be at least twice as long. I'm disappointed it wasn't. Cool. Ugh.
My mind is a big hunk of irrevocable nothing which touch and taste and smell and hearing and sight keep hitting and chipping with sharp, fatal tools. In an agony of sensual chisels, I perform squirms of chrome and execute strides of cobalt. Nevertheless, I feel that I cleverly am being altered, that I slightly am becoming something a little different, in fact, myself. Hereupon, helpless, I utter lilac shrieks and scarlet bellowings.
That one cut off. I think that one wants to be more. That was cool. Number 2 got, yeah, I'm going to have to mess with those. But if we go to the analysis here, this poem explores the tension between the void of the mind and the shaping influence of sensory experience. Wow. Cool. I like that Hereupon, helpless, I utter lilac shrieks and scarlet bellowings. That's freaking cool as shit. I don't know about you. That's cool. I love E.E. Cummings. It's one of the things I love about doing this is I've discovered, I think I've said it more than once, I've discovered more poetry and more about poetry in the last 8 months doing this than practically, to 30 years before. Yes, I agree. One was better, but two wants to be something more. I'm going to mess with both of them. Yeah, I know there. Two wanted to be longer, and I don't know why Suno cut it off. Exactly. Great minds think alike. It wants to be longer. Here's the second one. Dorothea. Or
This life that we call our own is neither strong nor free. A flame in the wind of death, it trembles ceaselessly, and this all we can do, to use our little light before in the piercing wind it flickers into night, to yield the heat of the flame, to grudge not, but to give whatever we have of strength, that one more flame may live.
that, for what that is, that fit the poem. It definitely fit that poem. So that one, we'll see what number two has to say. But number one, pretty cool. Well, kind of somber, And that's what the write-up says here on this is, this has a, compared to Keller's other works, this poem displays a shift towards a more somber and existential tone. Now, one of the reasons I'm having trouble finding a lot of stuff that this woman does is she writes long stuff. So it might be more suitable for 4.5, but we do what we do here. All right, let's go ahead and play the second one because I was going to say something and I forgot. So, I was going to tell you about the meeting yesterday and stuff, but we'll do that after the second person.
A flame in the wind of death, it trembles ceaselessly. And this all we can do, to use our little light before in the piercing wind it flickers into night, to yield the heat of the flame, to grudge not but to give whatever we have of strength, that one more flame may live, to yield the heat of the flame, to grudge not but to give whatever we have of strength, that one more flame may live. Do yield the heat of the flame, to grudge not but to give whatever we have of strength, that one more flame may live, that one more flame may live.
Yeah, definitely no doubt about it. Number one. And good afternoon, Irish. How's lunch so far? I just had some of my breakfast, although Phil wanted to have the other part of it. I was like, no, he got a piece of a banana. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Went to a meeting yesterday of the Vortex, the UCA's student literary magazine, and I'm going to apply for. Hey, how's your beautiful self doing, T? Yeah, I'm applying for the poetry editor. You wrote your very first haiku? Cool. I learned how to write haikus when I was in the 3rd grade. And I really didn't write them until I was dating my last girlfriend. And yeah. Speaking of bananas. Well, yeah, puppies come first. Right now, mine are being haved. So, but yeah, I'm going to apply for the poetry section editor, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get it. It's actually a paid position, but I don't need it because I don't work. And I know some of these kids who go to school do work. So, yeah, I got most of the application thing you filled out. Like, if you want to be a copy editor, you got to freaking go through this whole thing and edit stuff out. And I'm like, no, forget that. I just want to read poetry and tell them yay or nay. Or, and send rejection emails. But we'll get to that part later. Well, so we are a little ways into it. So like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Yeah. Hope so. We'll figure it out because, yeah, like I might be, if I get my way, I get my way, I'll be like, because emceeing events, and I'll be broadcasting on here for y'all to see. All right, so let's go with what is it? Our third one, Smoke, Thoreau, Henry David Thoreau.
Light winged smoke, a carrion bird, melting thy pinions in thy upward flight. Lark without song, and messenger of dawn, circling above the hamlets as they nest, or else departing dream and shadowy form of midnight vision, gathering up thy skirts by night, starveiling, and by day, darkening the light and blotting out the sun. Go thou, my incense, upward from this heart, and ask the gods to pardon this clear flame.
Advertising for editors. Yeah, like I was there's like a bunch of jobs and stuff, student jobs and stuff that they send me emails and stuff. I'm like, I'm not interested in that crap. Doing something with the Vortex like that will help me with getting it, help me with graduate school, and I think it'd just be fun. And next year maybe I'll try to be the chief editor. I don't know. Depends on how well I do. When all I do with this part. All right, that was okay. It was short. Missing something. I don't know. Let's see. The second one. It was pretty. The second one is 3 minutes and 59 seconds. We got two that are 3 minutes and 59 seconds. I said to you earlier. I thought we only had one. We have two. So this is our first longest one. Here we go.
Light wing smoke, a carrion bird, melting thy pinions in thy upward flight. Lark without song, and messenger of dawn, serve above the hamlets as they nest, or else departing dream and shadowy form of midnight vision, gathering up thy skirts by night, starveiling, and by day, darkening the light and blotting blotting out the sun. Go thou, my incense, upward from this heart. Ask the gods to pardon this delay. Light wing smoke, Icarian bird, melting thy pinions in thy upward flight. Lark without song and messenger of dawn, circling above the hamlets as they nest. Or else departing dream and shadowy form of midnight vision, gathering up thy skirts. By night star veiling, and by day darkening the light and blotting out the sun. Go thou, my incense, upward from this heart, and ask the gods to pardon this clear flame. And ask the gods to pardon this clear flame.
Well, we got an ex-girlfriend. That was really freaking cool till they cut us off. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to redo that one in 4.5. Lovely song, definitely lovely. Yep, it needed to be just 30 seconds longer. So 4.5 in that one. Oh boy, yep, we love it. I love when stuff like this happens. It gets me all excited. Even somber ones like that, because what it's about is the poem personifies smoke as a light and free creature, comparing it to a soaring bird, a dawn messenger, and a dream. Its upward journey symbolizes both hope and the ephemeral nature of human existence. Yes. Yeah, I know, but hey, that's part of the fun. Well, it wasn't fun when the ex-girlfriend did it, but but that's part of the fun. That means I can go back and rework stuff. And yeah, it's life. Poetry is life. Prove me wrong. All right, so, oh wow, we are halfway through the show and stuff, which is cool because everything we do here is fair use and all that stuff, and like and subscribe if you have. Well, yeah, we know my subscriber anxiety journey. But yeah, that was cool. All right, so let's go on with the, we've got a slightly different theme for the second part of the show. We went from somber to hopeful because this first one's a love song. Next one's a love song. All right, so this is a love song. At least I hope it's a traditional love type of thingy. Okie dokie. Yep. So hopeful, at least. All right, so Love Song for Lucinda. This is a short one, 1 minute. It's like 2 minutes, by Langston Hughes.
is a bright star, glowing in far southern skies.
Look too hard, and its burning flame will always hurt your eyes.
Love is a high mountain, stark in a windy sky.
If you would never lose your breath, do not climb too high.
Hey, Amy, how you doing? You been playing chauffeur this morning? Hope everything's going good. Tell your daughter we all said hi next time. Yes, definitely a bit sultry. That one needs to be run through 4.5, doesn't make it longer. That one needs to be longer. But let's see what it comes up with. You definitely like it. Well, we remember that was just the first one. And yeah. And yeah, over too soon sometimes. And other metaphors we can use. or stuff. You know what I mean. This one's slightly longer. What'd you say here? Yeah, definitely for that one. So yeah, when I redo that one, definitely. Let's see here. You're exhausted today already? I'm sorry. I recommend taking a nap. But first, yes, big hugs. Of course, I always recommend taking a nap. Yeah, I know. Love song because I've never met a nap I didn't like. Speaking of nap, where's our nap master at? Hopefully they're doing good today.
Love is a ripe plum growing on a purple tree. Taste it once, and the spell of its enchantment will never let you be. Love is a bright star glowing in far southern skies. Look too hard, and its burning flame breath. Do not climb too high.
All right. Let's see here. Okay. I need to make you a mod, or can someone post that there? Because we like cool drummers around here. You're rather knackered too. You didn't. Okay. Certain someone's abuse is able to the elderly man. Okay. Was that on YouTube or? I'm confused. Ooh, chips. Yeah, number one, definitely. Well, yeah, I don't have kids. I have dogs, so used to do it. But at 17, can't. I don't know. My sister's kind of the same way with her son. Oh, he needs to learn how to drive. Yes, I've never met a nap I didn't like. And I spent 12 years in the military, 10 of that at sea, and well, no, 9 of that at sea. And when you're at sea, you take a nap. You you sleep whenever you get a chance to. Pretty much. Definitely number one. All right. Look, we're through that one. Now we got. Yeah. Now we got. We're going on to. Ooh, Alice Christ. Yes, this one's cool. But we like her stuff. Well, we like most of it, anyways. If we didn't like it, we wouldn't play it. Well, we got to play it in order to know if we like it. You know what I'm talking about. Here we go.
They tell of harps and golden crowns and singing, but oh, I think when ends the strife and pain, that our dear Lord will lead the souls that love Him where are green grass and trees and soft spring rain, where are no scorching suns or skies drought blazing, but dear gray clouds with sunshine stealing through, level rays or distant mid valleys, green pools with water lilies bloom, and those who sought to save drought-ridden creatures and struggled bravely with the grim old earth, the God of all true hearts will surely give them rest from their labors in a new world's birth, when they shall feel the fresh wind in their faces, fragrant with clover scents and shower, and
Hey, you deserve it. And there's always replay crew. You have 10 modes: sleep mode, sleep coma mode, sleep alert mode, zombie awake mode, slightly awake mode, need sleep mode, need coffee mode, need more coffee mode, energized mode, lazy mode, if I must mode. Now, that is an award-winning list if I've ever read one. It's very poetic, too. We'll see. All right. Okay, so Dolan Davies, she did an Xmas charity of 12 drummers. They made a T-shirt and her name is on the back with many of the other great drummers. Cool. You know me, I love a good drummer. Like one of the better ones, The Warning, that group with the three Mexican sisters, or the three sisters from Mexico. They're freaking badass for one thing. All right. And their drummer, oh my Lord, can she freaking play? Cool. I was wondering where that was. Because, you know, Restream doesn't let me do stuff. Yeah. But sometimes, well, here. Sometimes, though, sometimes I'm of the, to quote, I don't know if you guys know who Foamy the Squirrel is. It's from Ill Will Press. But one of the things he said is, and one of my favorite quotes is, music is only too loud if it sucks. Cool. All righty, let's see here. Cat Myers. All right, where were we? We got to do the second one with that one. Yeah. All right, yeah, we got to do this one because it's 3 minutes and 59 seconds. Let's see what it says.
They tell of harps and golden crowns and singing, but oh, I think when ends the strife and pain, that our dear Lord will lead the souls that love Him, where are green grass and trees and soft spring rain, where are no scorching suns or skies drought blazing, but dear gray clouds with sunshine stealing through, in level rays or distant wooded valleys, and still green pools with water lilies blue. And those who sought to save drought-ridden creatures and struggled bravely with the grim molder, the God of all true hearts will surely give of them rest from their labors in a new world's birth, when they shall feel the fresh wind in their faces, fragrant with clover scents and summer shower. And they shall praise Him in green silent places, who like St. Francis loved each tree and flower, who say their God in all the changing seasons, and never failed or flinched or faith denied. Forevermore their loving Lord shall lead them, where are green woods and rolling pastures wide. their God in all the changing seasons, and never failed or flinched or faith denied. Forevermore their loving Lord shall lead them where our green.
And it cut us off. Yeah, it's too loud, you're too old. At least that used to be the saying of one of the taglines for Magic 105, the radio station I listened to a lot as a kid. In America, there were these retro future tours that comprised of 80s bands, and the one I saw was the drummer was called China Chris Thompson Twin, Howard Jones. I know Howard Jones and Thompson Twins. One of the things I think loud music does is, especially if it's got a good bass player and drummer and stuff, but like metal and honestly, Black Sabbath. One of the things it does for me when I listen to Black Sabbath is it, especially the loud, heavy, grindy riffs. They just help me escape, especially when I'm pissed off. No wonder they miss Ozzy. Miss him. Well, but he had a good life, a hard one. And he'll be known for time immemorial, I guess. All right, this is our last one for today. Not our last one, but our next to the last track, last poem, last poet. Romance. Edgar Allan Poe.
Loves to nod and sing, with drowsy head and folded wing, among the green leaves as they shake, far down within some shadowy lake. To me a painted paroquet hath been a most familiar bird, taught me my alphabet to say, to with the most knowing eye of late eternal condor years.
this reminds me of meme. You know the old most interesting man in the world commercials that do. They have memes. You know, he's sitting there and it has a little thing above it and a little thing below it. My favorite one is, I don't always listen to Black Sabbath, but when I do, so do my neighbors. I like that one. Okay. Well, I'm glad most of my neighbors are cows. Okay, that's an inside joke. With tomato sauce on top. Cool. They were tips and you missed them. Oh boy. All right, so this is our very last one because I got to wrap up here and go to school. Yes, got to get my head stuffed with knowledge and stuff. So just a reminder, everything we do here is in the public domain. More importantly, my friends, I'll see you tomorrow. No, not tomorrow, Friday. Tomorrow I have a MRI, the old neck and stuff. So, you know, I'm trying to get these damn shots, and they need me to go through an MRI and stuff, which I'll tell you all about that on Friday. With tomato sauce on chips. That's interesting. There you are. Try that instead of ketchup. Well, I like ranch with my fries. Yeah, it is good. Yeah. Yes, I know. I'm aware of the lingo. Chips. Like I said, I like ranch with my French fries. Not strictly mayonnaise. Just strict. I don't know what it is, but mayonnaise is for sandwiches. You got to mix something with it in order for it to be good with French fries. Oh, probably like home fries. We got the same stuff, just we call it different. Oh Lord. That's Thousand Island dressing here. All right, you're making me hungry. We're talking about food when I need to freaking see it has something in it. Garlic mayo. But still, I need the ranch seasoning or something. I like making my own little stuff like that. Yes. Garlic mayo is the best. All right. Enough about food. Because, you know, I'm an old fat man, so our last one. That last one was cool. Yay. You gonna play? Is it going to work?
Romance, who loves to nod and sing, with drowsy head and folded wing, among the green leaves as they shake, far down within some shadowy lake. To me a painted paroquet hath been a most familiar bird, taught me my alphabet to say, to lisp my very earliest word, while in the wild wood I did lie, a child with the most knowing eye, of late eternal condor as they thunder by. I have no time for idle cares. Through gazing on the unquiet sky, and when an hour with calmer wings, it's down upon my spirit flings. That little time with lyre and rhyme to while away forbidden things, my heart would feel to be a crime
Yeah.
unless it trembled with the stream.
Yeah. I'm not gonna let that one be the last one today. Okay. But but here, weren't you making chips a minute ago? Yeah, I got the rest of my breakfast biscuit. Not our American Southern biscuit, not you guys' cookie. I don't know if a cookie would taste good with egg and sausage and bacon and cheese on it. But you never know. Under serious conditions, homemade garlic chips, garlic mayo, and grated vintage cheddar. Yes, please. Yeah, just pop them in the air fryer. All right, let's play one more for the road. Speaking of the road, yeah, let's do one you want to drive to. Not that one. This folder here. We go to this folder. No, we go to back up. So I know where it is here. So we go here. So my friends, have a good day. And if you're driving, keep your foot off the gas. If it's going to play.
He sleeps on the top of a mast with his eyes fast closed. The sails fall away below him like the sheets of his bed, leaving out in the air of the night the sleeper's head. Asleep he was transported there, asleep he curled in a gilded ball on the mast top, or climbed inside a gilded bird, or blindly seated himself astride. I am founded on marble pillars, said a cloud I never moved. See the pillars there in the sea, secure in introspection. He peers at the watery pillars of his reflection. A gull had wings under his, and remarked that the air was like marble. He said, up here I tower through the sky, for the marble wings on my tower top fly. But he sleeps on the top of his mast with his eyes closed tight.
Let me remove this one here. Alrighty, yeah, my computer's slow. Let's see here. Bye, everybody. Bye, see you later. You'll catch the replay. Hey, if you sleep in, you deserve it. I don't see how you and pizza do it. All right, my friends. I got to go do some learnings and stuff. And I'll see y'all Friday. Friday, same time, same poet time, same poet channel. Oh, 6 poems, 6 poets, 12 tracks, and then school again. All right. We'll